Hello everybody, hope you're all doing great as usual. Now before I start this video off, I will put in some timestamps for you guys with the different topics that I'll be covering today in case you're interested in a specific topic and don't want to watch the whole video because I have no idea how long the video is gonna be, okay? The last time I made a video with a stream update, some of you guys were almost complaining that was too long, so there you go, timestamps, you're welcome. Enjoy it. Now, alright, boarding has just started, perfect. Today's flight is going to be from Frankfurt. Oh my god, this is loud. Oh, this is even louder. Wow, hold on, there you go. Today's flight is going to be from Frankfurt to Barcelona airport. We're flying in the new FS Labs A321 with the Lufthansa livery. I just love this aircraft. It's great. Yeah. It's just I just love it. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do now, I'll be in the first few minutes I'll just be, you know, preparing the flight, and then once we actually take off, I'm gonna start talking about the different topics. Okay, time for conditions, and we're at Frankfurt, so we're gonna check that. QNH, oh my goodness, 1034. Right? Lately the QNH is going all over the place. It's crazy. Last time I had like a QNH of 0, what was that? 0989? No, yeah, 0989er. I never had such a low QNH. It's just amazing. Okay, 1034. Now, as I said, the boarding has just started. What we're gonna do is copy the active flight plan, and then the new destination for the secondary flight plan is going to be our alternate airport for today. That's going to be Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar. Alright, so in case we have any reason to divert, we can just activate the secondary flight plan and not, you know, fiddle too long with this one. There you go, got another message. We can request our performance data. So we're Frankfurt. Departure runway for today's flight is going to be 07 center. Anti-ice is not required. We're gonna take off with the packs off. I always forget to turn off the packs during takeoff, like every single time. I can't help. So maybe I'll remember today. Temperature 03 degrees. We have a wind coming from 050 with 7 knots. And QNH, as we just saw, is 1034. The estimated takeoff weight is going to be 79.3 tons. And the estimated MACTA, for that we go to the load sheet, we go over here, 29.1. Set that in. And then, yeah, this is, I feel like this is a little bit buggy because you need to hit it a couple of times until it sends. There you go. And then you'll receive like multiple entries. But whatever, it works. Alright, it's already here. Oh, that's crazy. Wow, okay. Runway not known. Okay. I'm pretty sure we know runway 07 center, but okay. Let me do that again. I had that issue before as well. Like I said, there's probably one or two things wrong as of right now, but it mostly worked, so that's good. 050, 07 knots. We had a temperature of 03 degrees. QNH 1034. Go over here again, and then we had let me have a look real quick. Takeoff weight of 79.3 and 29.1. Let's see if it works this time. Come on. Yes, okay. Yeah, you see now we have multiple, you know, entries. Like I said, it's a little bit buggy, but it works. So I got a performance page. We have a flex temperature of 56 degrees. I'm gonna take off with flaps 1. V1 is gonna be 150. 155 for VR and 158 for V2. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. That is correct as far as I'm concerned. And we activate these.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. Please place your large bags into the overhead.
Now the beacon light goes on, nav light is on, strobe is on auto. We can start the APU. For that, of course, we're gonna turn on the fuel tanks. I can run the APU without the fuel tanks, but it's just wear out the as far as I know, it'll wear out the fuel pumps a little bit faster, so, and like there's no reason to do that if you have working fuel pumps, so yeah. Cool. We're pretty much set up. Now we're only waiting for the boarding to be completed. At this point, as you can see, the baggage is coming in now. As soon as the APU started, the refueling is completed, so we can turn on the seatbelt signs. As soon as the APU started, we turn on the APU bleed because the outside temperature is so low, so we want to warm up the cabin a little bit because probably the people are freezing to death right now in the cabin. Actually, I don't know if they have that modeled. It's gonna be conditions. Yeah. 10 degrees in the cockpit, 16 and 18 forward and aft. That's pretty cold. Like that, I mean, like, look, okay, that is like perfect room temperature for me. Okay, I love like 16 to 18 degrees room temperature is just perfect for me, but not everyone likes it that cold, so you know. Okay, the APU is online. Turn on the bleed and you'll probably see that the cabin will start to warm up in a couple of seconds. It's gonna take a little bit, of course. And yes, FS Labs model's even that. So if I'm right, here is the temperature of the air that flows in, and this is the actual cabin temperature. Now I'm not sure why the temperature just lowered down, even though it goes on high. What I suspect it is that the APU is still kind of cold, so the air that it's bleeding, it's bringing in is still cold. So the APU is warming up. As you can see, yeah, the temperatures go up. Okay, wow. if I'm actually true, if what I said is actually true, that's just amazing. If they actually modeled the APU temperature, I mean, it's FS Labs. You know, they could do anything. Boarding is completed. Great news. External power can go off. Oh, we're just waiting. Wow, that is freaking loud. We now just wait for the baggage to complete, and then we wait for the final load sheet report, and then we're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Turn the flight directors on. Now, for me, I need to open up Navigraph charts now, because I need to see the taxi charts and everything. Alright, let's see. Frankfurt. Where are we, and where do we need the taxi? Airport. There you go. 07 Center. Oh yeah, that's okay. Okay, I know where it is. Pretty easy. Been in this airport a couple of times, but I still like to have a look. Doors are closed. I mean the what's that? Cargo bay doors are closed, meaning it's completed. All doors are closed. Ready for pushback. Prepare for pushback and departure. Okay, external power is off. That means that once the tow is being connected, the wheel chocks will automatically be removed. Let me turn off these. That's the wrong one. It's I can barely see them. Here, that's the ones I was looking for.
Looking here.
God damn it, it's hard to hit him even. Now we can also turn off this one.
Launcher track completed. Bypass fuel reserved. Release parking brake.
And we can release the parking brakes. It's gonna be, yeah, nose left.
Commencing cruise.
All in clear, start a wheel, perfect. So, wait for a good duct pressure. It's looking great. And we start engine number 2.
Cabin crew, please arm your doors for departure, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning and a very warm welcome to your flight today. My name is Norman. It's my pleasure to introduce the rest of the crew today. Working with the front, we have Tim. In the center, very shortly is Carl, and at the rear, we have John. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for your comfort, but primarily for your safety. With that in mind, please, we do ask for the 2 minutes of your time whilst we take you through the safety procedures of this aircraft. Thank you.
Looking like
Ladies
a
and
good engine
gentlemen,
start.
we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket.
And
Exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and a brace position that you must
take longer to start up, I believe. Those are the IAE engines. I don't have much experience with them.
Exits at the rear or in the middle. And 2 at
Yep,
the front.
available. We can start engine number 1 now.
Floor lighting guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be
Okay, setting parking brakes.
emergency. Leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened,
Yeah, we're gonna confirm good engine start
adjusted,
now.
and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
Okay, still setting up.
Inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a
Almost
light
being ready. Ah, there we go.
We also
Engine number 1 is available as well. Engine start switch to normal. We can turn off the APU bleed, turn off the APU master,
window blinds open,
put the lights out, and we wait until those are gone. They're gone. Turn on the taxi light. Go flaps 1. And we arm the speed brakes. Then dome light goes off. Lovely morning in Frankfurt, and we can start our taxi. Oh yeah, beautiful sounds from the IAE engines. Oh, I forgot something, ladies and gentlemen. Won't guess what it is. The final OCHI report it is. Okay, we have a final zero fuel weight of 70.2 tons. Is it? It's too late, isn't it? Actually, here zero fuel. Yeah, 70.4. That's close enough. Okay, that's good. It's a bit weird view here on the captain's side. I don't really like it. More like this. RIP vehicle. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Oh, we're God, yeah. As much as I love the A320 family from FS Labs, I just cannot taxi with them. For the love of God, I can't taxi. Now just basically follow the runway all the way back. Slow down a little bit. Right, auto brake goes to max. Do the takeoff config check. Okay, let's see again. Takeoff config check. Alright. Yeah, this happens sometimes. Don't ask me why. It's just sometimes that happens. Like I said, I feel like the aircraft is still a little bit buggy, which is not, you know, not too bad, but maybe it was me. Maybe it was someone of you out there who's smarter than me in this aircraft. Most likely, but as far as I'm concerned, this is was nothing serious, otherwise it would have stayed. Alright, look, we're an idle engine, right? Idle engine power, and this thing's accelerating like crazy. It's one thing I love about this aircraft.
And gentlemen, as normal procedures in the hours of darkness to dim the cabin lights, you'll find a reading light in the panel above your head, should you wish.
The sounds in this aircraft, by the way, are just magnificent. I have to say, the sounds are even better than in the A320. It's just gorgeous. The sound design, magnificent. Amazing job. As with the whole aircraft, you can say whatever you want, but the FS Labs aircraft, in my opinion, best add-ons. Just the love to detail in this bird is amazing. Okay, now turning into the runway. Oh God, Norman, bad timing.
Hello, it's Norman. Let's cabin secure for takeoff.
We're entering the runway. Strobe light, landing light. Like to turn on the wing lights as well. We go. Oops. Transponder on. TARA. Not very centered, are we? Okay. PWS auto. It's good enough. Terrain on. And about 50% thrust. Okay, looking good. This is toga power, it's not what I want. Yeah, okay, this happens sometimes as well. We go toga power. We have airspeed alive, 120 knots. 321, rotate. And positive climb, gear up. Gear didn't go up then for some reason. And in order to enjoy the view, it's actually pretty loud, isn't it? There you go, that's better. Okay, thrust climb. Track the gear light. Yeah, that was a bit very loud, I'm sorry.
Seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin.
Okay, what happened there is, be it my fault or something else, the, oh actually, yeah, how about we set that up as well. The auto thrust wouldn't kick in, so we didn't have the flex temperature. And one thing that I saw from a streamer, he's called Blackbox711. Most likely, if any one of you guys is active on Twitch, you'll know him. He's a real A320 pilot, great source for, you know, the A320 family, given that he's an A320 pilot. I believe he's even an instructor, I'm not sure about that though. And he said that it can happen that the auto thrust doesn't kick in, and in case that happens, just go toga power. That is no big deal. And we are in icing conditions, so we're gonna turn on the anti-ice system. And there goes the airport. A lovely cloudy morning here in Frankfurt. And we go flaps up. And we go QNH standard. And once we're above 10,000 feet is when we can relax. At least that's for me the point where I can like kind of relax. I have the ignition on. No. Ah, the ignition is on because I have anti-ice on. Gotcha. Someone explained that in the chat a few days ago on Twitch. Beautiful. I love these clouds. And in case you guys are wondering, it's Rex 5. Actually, how is... I've never really had the oversight over the Rex products. It's Rex Skyforce for P3D version 4.4 plus, right? It's like they have Rex 4, Rex 5, Rex this, Rex that. I never had the oversight over these products, but yeah. It's just beautiful. Amazing. I love it. I mean, what I always keep saying is, imagine P3D can look that beautiful. So imagine how beautiful MSFS 2020 can and will most likely look. I mean, you know, you can like put aside the fact that we may need NASA computers, which is not confirmed yet. Okay, we need to wait for that, for the information, for the system specs and stuff. But you know, just seeing it, passing 10,000 feet, lights can go off. Oh, this is plain important right here. Oh boy. I'm sorry, I just can't decide what view I take. Okay, we're gonna do a climb of 270 feet, and then we'll do a step climb to flight level 310 later in the journey. Right, we're looking good. Ice not detected. Yeah, we can turn off the anti-ice. Gonna save some fuel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk. Time to talk. Good. So, first things first, the recap of 2019. Not only concerning the stream, but also concerning me. Very interesting, I know, right? No, it's only one thing. First of all, I finished my school, okay? What you would probably consider A-level or high school in the US. I believe A-level it's called in the UK. I finished it. Took me 3.5 years. Literally the reason why I moved to Germany. Caused a lot of hassle, blah blah blah. You know, long story. A lot of things happened, but I finally did it. I have my degree, which I was working for the last 3.5 years. It's a huge step for me. I'm still grasping the fact that after 3.5 years of going to school on a daily basis, right? I don't have to do it anymore. I'm done. Grasping this concept is, you know, sounds dumb, but it's. I mean, I did it for 3.5 years. I'm still, you know, understanding it, so to speak. However, I did it. Next step for me is going to university. It's gonna be starting in March or April. I'm not quite sure. And I'm gonna be starting off studying mathematics for one term. And then the next term, which will start, I believe, in about September, I'll do physics. Reason being that physics is not offered in March or April. It's only offered in the winter term, they call it. So, winter turn. So that's the reason for that. But yeah, my ultimate goal is to study physics. And I'm very excited for it. Right? I'm really, yeah, like I said, worked 3.5 years for this. Now, of course, seeing as a university is way harder and everything. It's gonna take a long time. It's up to like 6-7 years, I believe. But I'm stoked. I'm really hyped for it. Yeah. But let's come to the stream. As you guys know, I at some point switched. I don't quite remember when it was exactly, but I switched from being a mainly flight sim focused streamer to being a what people call variety streamer. This certainly made me enjoy the stream way more. Okay, it's the fact. As much as I love flight sim, there's a lot of problems associated with it, which I talked about in my last video when I did the move, basically. Yeah, I mean, if you reasons are pretty obvious. Like I said, I stated in the last video. If you want to go ahead, go watch it. But I'll do a very short recap. Basically, what the fuck do you do in cruise? People come through landing and takeoffs, and I don't want to be a streamer who only does one game and one game. Okay, because simply put, I enjoy multiple games. I enjoy switching up. I get bored by games very quickly, which is probably a downside. I like not admire, but I'm very you know, finding words is hard sometimes. It's weird for me to see people playing one game and one game only on stream and doing that for like a year or more until they switch. Is crazy. I couldn't do that, honestly, or more. Like I couldn't do that. So yeah, that brought up a couple of problems with it. One being I lost a hell of a lot of followers. I was basically around, I believe, 280 followers for like 3 months. And only then did it start to climb up again, which was Man, that was a hard time. That was a really hard time. I was freaking out, you know. I know it's not all about the numbers, but seeing, you know, the numbers stay for that long, and it was not like it was just 280, nothing was happening. It was like I was streaming, gain 2 followers, lose 1 follower. Next stream, gain another follower, lose 2 followers. Next stream, gain 3 followers, lose 1 follower. It was constantly like that, and it just freaked me out, okay? But it's been climbing since then. So everything's good. The problem that I see with flight sim is during cruise, it's great, okay? During cruise, you have a lot of time to talk to your community, to interact with your viewers, with the people. But being a small streamer, I don't always have people in the stream, okay? And not just that, like, if I do, I may have 1 or 2 people that are actively talking in the chat, which, you know, you can only hold a conversation for that long, okay? And if you do, like, I don't know, 3-4 hour flight, you won't be able, like, who's gonna stay 3-4 hours just to talk and see an airplane cruise, okay? But that aside, okay, I did this move, had a hard time, turned out better now, everything is going. And I just want to say that I do try to include you guys as much as possible, okay? Sometimes I felt like I'm just too focused on the gameplay. I'm trying to change it up. And some people gave me the feedback, actually, that I am too focused on the gameplay as well. So I'm trying to change that up, trying to include you guys as much as possible. And yeah, that's it. I think, yeah. Well, let me see what's next on the agenda. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Growth is going on. Yeah, I do have like a list on my other monitor about what I want to talk. Imagine. Now, one thing what I want to say is I tried to make my stream... Well, holy shit. Look at that cloud we're in. I tried to make my stream look as professional as possible, okay? For a couple of reasons. I don't know if you guys see, but like I constantly change something, but I'm not quite happy with my stream actually. But, you know, I did lots of upgrades, mainly the microphone, which is, in my opinion, the best upgrade I've done, really. Like, the microphone and the mixer, I was so unhappy with the microphone quality. But now I'm happy. And then lighting, I brought in some lighting. I still have some issues with the camera because I'm so pale, right? The camera light reflects a lot on my face, so I still have to figure out a way to negate that, I guess. And I need a lot of, I did a lot of other improvements in the back, like recently. Sorry, got a PC, like a proper PC. And I've been trying to get dual PC streaming setup working. The problem is, because she's in the next room, we can't connect her PC via LAN, like directly to the router. So what we did is we bought one of these things that you can put into the wall, right? In the socket wall, whatever, where the electricity comes out. Okay, sorry, my English today is gone. And then you can basically connect that, and the communication actually happens over the electricity connection. Okay, so it basically goes from the wall, from my inlet. There you go, from outlet. That's the word. It goes from the outlet where I connect the router to the outlet where the other device is in the other room, and then that connects to her PC. Okay, and the problem is we bought fairly cheap like devices, and they can only carry so much bandwidth, and the problem is the bandwidth is actually not enough to do, you know, 2 PC setup streaming. So only when we get better devices or a direct connection to the router from her PC is when the dual streaming setup would be working. But the only time I really need a dual PC setup as of right now would be in flight simming, because that eats the most power. But I mean, it's working, so that's good enough. But yeah, That's the next thing I'm looking into. Like, that would be my next big plan, to get a second PC dedicated to streaming. And yeah, one thing I'm doing also is, as you guys maybe see, I'm focusing more on YouTube now. And I can tell you, you guys are hungry for flight sim videos. Holy moly. Any other video, no one cares. Flight sim videos, they shoot up like nothing else. But it's super fun. I love making YouTube videos. It's just, you know, you can take everything in your own time, and I don't know, you can put so much effort into it, and you can like be so creative. And I really fell in love with making YouTube videos. One problem I have with this though is that I want to make everything as good looking, as professional as possible. And the problem is, of course, that you need experience for that, which I don't have. So I'm gaining experience as I'm making these videos, and then after every video, right, I go back to the last video and I'm like, oh shit, so cringy. But it is how it is, okay? It is how it is. But yeah, it's something that keeps me from doing videos sometimes. It's actually the thought of, oh my god, this video is gonna be worse than the next one. And then every time I upload a video and I rewatch the video, I'm like, oh shit, I could have said that as well. I could have done that as well. Oh, but that would have been great. You know, like, I want to change the video again, but once it's uploaded, it's done, okay? So that's something that I always have. I always have that in everything, especially also in programming. When I write programs or something like that, I'm constantly like working on a code, and I'm like, shit, no, I can do that, and I could spend months and months on one module of a big project, which obviously is not a good thing to do. So what I'm doing now is I'm just saying, okay, you know what? Work on the video, and when you feel like it's okay, you're done. Then render, upload, done, okay? 30 minutes later, you'll have a new idea, but you can't continuously work on one video for months and months on end, okay? You have to deliver it at some point, and that's what I'm doing right now. But I'm still constantly, of course, learning from every video that I upload. So we're actually good looking, so I'm gonna turn off the seatbelt sign. And look at that cloud ceiling. That is nothing short of amazing. So much talking. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, guys, is, you know what, let's just do the step climb 310. I'll be, I'll let the airplane fly itself, and once we hit the descent, I'm going to start talking again. What do you call that? It looks like speed up of the flight. Speed up? You know what I mean. So if you guys enjoy it, I'll catch you in a bit, and then we talk about the last two topics. All right, enjoy the flight. See ya. Alrighty, back I am. We're almost hitting the top of descent, which is pretty good. So we're gonna reset the MCP altitude to 2100 feet for now. The destination data has to be entered as well, of course. So we go over here. I'll bring up the weather real quick. Barcelona airport. We have a QNH of 1031. Temperature 13 degrees. Wind is coming from 330 at 07 knots. And we are landing runway 25 right. So if I bring up the charts and have a look at runway 25 right, it's gonna be the ILS Zulu. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet, or flight level, 6,000 feet, sorry. And for a Cat 3, sorry, Cat 1 even, no Cat 3, we have 246 as our decision altitude. Perfect. And we'll start the descent now. Auto brake medium. Turn on the landing system. Actually, no, sorry, it's too early. The hell was that? Go over the flight plan. Arrival. We said we're going to land runway Zulu 25 right. ILS 25 right Zulu. We have the Bisba 1 Zulu arrival. Just gonna have a look real quick. It's like a plan. Scroll to the waypoints. See, we have a discontinuity. That is okay. Usually we would be vectored by here. Just continue like that. And there we go. Everything's looking fine. Perfect. Okay, descent is ongoing. Perfect. Everything looking good. Right. Where did I left? Yeah. Oh yeah. So, future of the stream. There is a huge problem on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The problem is that Twitch is simply overcrowded. As of right now, there's over 2 million daily broadcasters, okay? And I'll link the sources that I have, or some of them. I'll link them down in the description so you can read it yourself. There's over 2 million daily broadcasters. On average, 40,000 concurrent streamers, okay? And 1.1 million viewers at any time. I mean, you could say it's a lot of viewers, but 40,000 streamers. And you have to remember, some of them have like, what, a couple of 10,000s or anything like that. It's not too much. But that being said, that is why I'm trying to focus more or put more effort into YouTube, okay? Because YouTube simply has a better discoverability, whereas Twitch has no algorithm to make you, you know, to make people see you. Is like either people search you or they're not gonna find you, okay? Or they stumble upon you by accident. Say someone scrolls down the flight sim category and then sees me and, oh, okay, that's something. But otherwise you will not be found on Twitch. It's different on YouTube. And I have the numbers, okay? I have way more views on YouTube in like a fraction of a time than I do on Twitch. Okay, that's why I want to focus a little bit more on YouTube. But whatever happens next year, I will not be streaming less than 2 days a week, okay? Now, careful. I am still going to stream 3 days a week as of right now, but that is subject to change, okay? If I see, okay, YouTube is bringing more, I'll be doing more YouTube, but I will never go below 2 days a week of streaming. At least, you know, as best as I can. That is my sorry. God damn it. That is my plan. Okay? Never less than 2 days a week. And I would only do that for as long as I have a small community, or relatively speaking, small community. Okay? Once I see that, you know, the community start to grow and blah blah blah, then of course I go back to more streaming. But you know, it's complicated story. Long story short, I'll be streaming 3 days a week. As of right now, that is subject to change. I'll never go below 2 days a week. I'll be more focusing on YouTube. Period. That's it. The streaming will always stay the same. Okay? So don't worry about that. I will always be streaming. You see, the point with YouTube is just you can do your things in your own time. Okay, I can edit the video when I want. I can record the video when I want. And I can write the script whenever I want. I can just do everything in my own time. Whereas streaming, you start streaming and you're there. You're there for 5-6 hours, however long you stream, and you're there. You have to be there. You have to be active. It is pretty exhausting, to be honest, and it is pretty. I'd say maybe apprehensive, you know, in that regard, because you're forced to stay there. It's not like I don't like it. I'm just saying that it's way different than YouTube, okay? And that's to be expected, but I just want to put that out there. I enjoy YouTube a lot. I enjoy streaming as well, but YouTube is just something different. I like it. I like it very much. Continue to descend to 10,000 feet. Right. And yeah, like I said, you know, once I'd see, oh, okay, the community is growing also on Twitch, that's when I would start focusing more on Twitch again, probably. I mean, only time will tell, you know. I just want to say I'm putting more effort into YouTube as of right now. Cool. Now, that's the point where I'm pretty much over with all the topics that I want to discuss. I know this video is long again, and if you made it that far, you're a legend. I know. Okay, so last thing I want to talk about is you guys, okay? The community so far. I have to say, I mean, we can probably all agree that the community as of right now is pretty small. But you know what? I don't care, because you guys are awesome. Okay, I'm not just saying that because I have to, because I want to give you guys recognition or anything. I mean, I do want to give you guys recognition, but not like in a fake way, okay? I mean it, okay? You guys are freaking awesome. I should not be swearing too much on YouTube, sorry. You guys are awesome, okay? You're hilarious, you're funny, you're there, you're, you know, amazing, okay? And I want to do a couple of shout outs, okay? First of all, Rasco was like the first mod outside of Leo Sorry on the stream, and he was the first one to regularly come back when I relaunched my stream. So Rasco, thank you, man, you're a legend. Arabi Sector, I mean, hey, you are like, the Arabi Sector is like here every single stream, okay? Hey, man, that's an absolute legend. Like almost any stream he's there, okay? He's a great news reporter with a terrible taste of humor. His music taste, debatable. But Arabi Sector, man, I appreciate you so much, okay? I appreciate you really. Loquins, I mean, we all know Loquins, the guy who wouldn't stop talking about the JF-17 in DCS for months on end, okay? He's also like almost there every single stream. I love you, man. You're great. And then we have the only one, the myth, the man, the myth, the legend, Joey himself, okay? Joey's like the weirdest guy on the stream. I don't know, like, but like, you know, like the secret agent hidden from the internet. But he's hilarious. Joey, if you're here, you're hilarious, man. I love playing games with you. And I love it. You're funny. It's just, I always have a great time with you. And as of recently, we have one more, okay? I'm playing a lot with him, even off stream, okay? He has a great sense of humor. He's a very chill dude. Talking about Conan, okay? Some of you have maybe seen him. Great dude. All over. He's just a great dude. Really enjoy playing with him, and I don't know, it's just, you know, that's the type of guy you want to have, like, to play games, right? He plays anything, like, easy, let's go. And of course, I want to give a shout out to all the rest of the community, alright, guys? Even if I don't say your name right now, like, everyone, love you guys. Appreciate you being there, okay? And like I said, I'm not just saying this because I have to. I actually do. This whole thing of creating a community is just, it's pretty cool. It's like, you know, when I watch YouTubers, I was always like, God damn it, he's saying, oh, I appreciate you guys so much. And I was like, come on, that's fake. But no, it's, I can actually see what they mean, man. You know, seeing that follower account, seeing that subscriber count, whatever, seeing the people gather around you talking, seeing the community grow, seeing the chat in Twitch, like more and more people like talking to each other, and it is amazing, okay? Downright amazing. It's a feeling of accomplishment, so to speak, okay? Hard to explain. But I'm gonna stop. It's getting too cringy. Right. Yeah, guys, that's about it, okay? If you wanna turn off right now, do it. I've said everything that I wanted to say. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, okay? If you wanna go, so yeah, have a great time. And of course, everyone, Happy New Year's Eve, okay? That's it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year is enough. Happy New Year, okay? It's not only a new year, but also a new decade. 2020, okay? It's gonna be the year that the channel freaking blows up, and we're gonna be all famous, and it's gonna be great, okay? And of course, I'll start my university final. Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh boy. Okay. Guys, like I said, if you want to go, see ya. Thanks for being here. Take care of yourselves. And for the rest, we'll stay here and we'll continue with the approach. We're hitting 10,000 feet right now. That's going to be 250 knots, 10,000 feet as a constraint. Glide slope capture is at 2,300 feet. Oops. And we're pretty much set up for everything. Just going to turn on the seatbelt signs. Oops. Damn it. Arm the speed brake.
Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Okay. Yeah, that is out of the way. Once we land, we're gonna try and be about in the middle of the runway. Then we're gonna vacate to the left. I haven't done this approach in a long time, to be honest. And last time I did it, I believe it was on X-Plane? Yeah, with the Flight Factor A320. You know what, we're gonna set that to 2300 in a bit. Okay, it's just pretty select. Actually, no, we need to put that on 2300. We're quite high, aren't we? Yeah, we're a bit high, but we're still looking good. We'll activate the landing system. Lights are out. We have visible moisture, but we have above 10 degrees, so we're good. Activate the terrain on the right display. I always forget what the displays are called. MFD, PFD, whatever. And one thing I have to say again, I know I said it like a million times, but this add-on is great, okay? During the cruise, I was just chilling here, listening to the sounds. Like, you know, of course, I do the playback faster on the video, but I was just sitting there in real time, and you know, watching the flight and stuff. And every time I do that, it's like, the sounds are just amazing. Okay, and I know it's not all about the sounds, but you know, it's the details that make a great add-on. Like, or it's always the details that make something the best. Okay, if it's already good, small details will make it the best. And it's stuff like the flight model, where you know, I am someone who has been flying a lot, and has been flying a lot in the A320 family, and I always try to catch a wing view seat, okay, from the back. And I can say that looking out of the window of this aircraft, or the add-on, and comparing it with my experience, I can say the, like, how it looks, how the aircraft reacts in a way of the turbulence and the shakiness while cruising and stuff. I can say that is exactly how I see it when I look out of the window in an aircraft. I am not a pilot or anything. I'm just someone who flies a lot, and I can say that it's really that kind of experience that I'm having when I look outside the window and I look in this aircraft, in this add-on outside of the window. So you're gonna set the QNH to 1031. And the airport is inside, runway is inside. Runway is not really inside, but I can almost see it. It's okay. We will activate the approach phase. Sorry, activate the approach button, and actually activate the approach phase as well, if I may. Thank you. 145 is our V approach speed, and 140 is our landing speed. Now I'll take over the speed manually. I'll go to 250 for now. Great scenery. Okay, we're a bit high, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the speed brakes a little bit. And we're going 2,300 feet. Actually, we're a bit low, aren't we? There we are. Actually, keeping 4,000 feet for now. And bring the speed brakes back in and arm them. I still didn't quite nail. There we go. Now we can start to descend. I'm not very good at nailing the descent yet. I have to learn that. But I know what, I'll do manual V speed of 1,100 feet per minute. 1,000 feet per minute. We're too low, so 800 feet per minute should be enough. We want to have that one centered actually. And with the speed, we go down to 220 knots. I think I see the runway. Not quite sure though. You can see we're quite low. Now it's starting to come down. Any second now, the localizer should kick in. Yeah, we're still descending too fast. And we can go flaps 1.
Nice, Norman. Yep, that's the cabin secure for landing. See you in the ground, bye.
Perfect. Cabin's ready. Localizer is alive. That is alright. Yeah, now I see the runway and everything. I like to extend the gear as soon as the glide slope is captured. Glide slope alive. There you go, gear down. Reduce the speed to 200. Actually 190. And set the missed approach altitude to 3,000 feet.
2,000.
Turn on the landing lights. Sorry, the taxi lights. Go flaps 2. That correction. For the managed speed. Flaps 3. At this point I'm gonna take over manually and I have control. Now we go flaps full. Disengage the other thrust.
1,000.
A bit low.
$500. 400. 100 above.
Bit on the low side of things.
Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Touchdown. Reverse the screen. Decel. And not really center line, but I think it was kind of a soft landing. Heady nods, manual braking. And we're gonna vacate to the left. Right, clean up the aircraft. Lights off. Reset strobe lights. Put the flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you...
Start the APU. Okay, turn those off. Yeah, brakes are hot again. The brakes in this aircraft are very spicy. Yeah, 100, actually, oof, yeah, okay, that's kind of hot. So what we do is we turn on the brake fans. See that? Over 300 degrees. Okay, taxi to the right. You can hear the outside, when you look outside, you can hear the brake fans. Yeah, the brake fans. It's like that high-pitched noise in the background. Okay, you're gonna select 238. Turn the lights off. Don't wanna blind anyone. A little bit too far, yeah. But whatever. Parking brakes on. APU bleed on. And we can shut down the engines. Bring in the gate.
Captain Crew, thank you very much for your hard work today. Your doors are clear to open.
I request boarding. Wait for the external power to come on. Still not on. There you go. External power available. APU bleed can go off. Turn off the lights. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. So beautiful. There we go, in all its beauty. Okay, everyone. If you made it this far, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the community. Have a great New Year's. And I hope to see you next year in all your glory. Have a good time. Take care. See ya.
I hate this game, I hate this game is so shit. This game is just a shit. This game is just a shit. Random shoot. When they shoot, they got fucking aim.